So I'm going to say that f inverse of x is x. That's what we've been talking about. F inverse of x is x. Now, if I want to take the derivative of both parts here, and I'm deriving a formula, but I'm not going to derive this formula using the limit definition. I'm actually going to derive this formula by taking the derivative of both sides, and I'm going to take the derivative of the left-hand side by recognizing that what I'm dealing with here is a chain rule. So the derivative of this side, if you take the derivative with the chain rule, it's the derivative of the outer part times the derivative of the inner part. And what's the derivative of x? Okay? Now, what I'm trying to figure out is what is the derivative of the inverse. So, the derivative of the inverse of x is 1 over the derivative of the function composed with its inverse. I think I said that right. So the derivative.
Well, you said the chain rule,
Yeah.
but wouldn't you have to like subtract one from?
This -1 here is not a -1 as we're normally used to seeing it. This -1 represents the inverse of a function. So it's a notation issue and not a exponent issue.
But if you didn't like, where's the exponent? With the chain rule, it's going to be whatever.
Not necessarily. You think about trig functions in the chain rule. If you've got the sine of x squared minus 3, the derivative is the cosine of x squared minus 3. Again, it's the derivative of the outer part, which is what is represented here. I've got the derivative of the outer part, and then times the derivative of the inner part, which this would be times 2x. So it's time. But the thing is this is actually what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what the derivative of the inner part is. So I can't write down anything except for just saying, hey, it's the derivative of the inner part.
Okay, I see.
It's the notation is probably harder than the actual work that's going on. Okay, can I erase this? Okay. Now, that is a formula. This formula works. If I ever want to know what the derivative of an inverse function is, it's 1 over f prime of the f inverse of x.
So, the derivative of the inverse, right, is 1 over the, what is that, 1 over what? F prime is what technically?
Let me show you.
The derivative of the outside?
Let me show you an example. This will make a little more sense. All right, let me stop here.